Okay. Good morning, dear friends of NICE, dear friends of Amref Health Africa. Welcome very much. My name is Cecile Kam. I work for Amref Netherlands. And before we start with giving you an update about a nice place, we would like to introduce you to Nanneke and to NICE, of course, and to Eric of Stichting Bouwen. First of all, NICE, can you please tell everyone shortly, briefly, who you are?
Thank you, Cecile. Good morning, everyone from wherever part of the world you are. My name is Nice Nailante Lengete. I work for Amref Health Africa and FGM Center of Excellence. And my main work, especially at the Center of Excellence, is to chair Pillar 3, which is morely on community engagement. So my work morely is mentoring young girls to be women of their dreams, but also having dialogues with communities so that we can bring different harmful practices to an end, like female genital mutilation and child marriage. I also support A Nice Place, which is very dear to my heart, a project that I get excited every day when I talk about, because I know it's going to be a home whereby girls can be women of their dreams.
Thank you, Nice. Nanneke.
Hi, I am Nanneke. I am the program manager of this project, and I help the Amref Health team and Nice Place team with making their dream reality.
Thank you, Nanneke. Eric, would you mind to introduce yourself?
Hello everybody, my name is Eric de Ruiter from Foundation to Build, or Stichting Bouwen. We're involved in the A Nice Place construction, and I'm going to tell you more about the design and where we stand at the moment.
Thank you, Eric. Nice. Welcome, especially from Kenya.
Thank you.
Would you mind to give in short an update about the COVID-19 situation in Kenya and how does this affect your work at the moment?
I will say since COVID, we had the first COVID case in Kenya. That was early this year in March. Things have not been easy, I would say, especially when it comes to our work. I know it has not been easy for everyone because this pandemic is globally, it's not only affecting Kenya, but it's affecting people all over the world. And I would really start by saying, let's stay strong and we will overcome. I'm sure soon it's going to be okay. But coming back to Kenya, because that's where I work recently, probably I will talk with what we've been doing with girls and women when it comes to implementation of our FGM and child marriage projects. Remember, we had closures of schools since April this year. And for us, when girls and boys are in school, it means they are safe. So school is like a safe home for them. So when they are home, it means they are exposed to different kind of gender-based violence, like, for example, female genital mutilation and child marriage. Because remember now, my colleagues, me, our champions, and everyone, we have so many restrictions that came with COVID. You cannot move, you cannot have forums, you cannot visit schools, you cannot, we cannot have those community dialogues. And it has not been easy. Because remember now, we have seen cases of female genital mutilation, child marriage, and also teenage pregnancy rising up each and every day. If we look at what we had a few months ago, that's one report from one county. We have 47 counties in Kenya. Over 5,000 girls were pregnant, and those are teenage pregnancies. Female genital mutilation, we cannot count the number of cases. Remember, it's being done with a lot of secrecy. It's not easy for people to go to these homes and find out where it is. Remember, also, we have girls who are aware that female genital mutilation is not supposed to be done to them or being married early. They are running to safe spaces like rescue centers. Now they are also flooded. We don't have more places where we can host these girls. So in just to summarize it, I would say it's not been an easy year, and not only issues of female genital mutilation. We have so many different forms of violences that are going on, and morely to women and girls, and it's affecting them. So it means that as AMREF, what we have decided to do is to change our way of working, because now we can't break. We know, yes, the situation is there, but again, we can't continue to see our girls being married or being exposed to child marriage. So what we are trying to do is to change our intervention. Even if we cannot have the public forums we used to have to raise awareness, we are now going back to using local radio stations. We take our champions there and they start talking about these issues, but also sensitizing the community about COVID-19 on radio. And we do it like 2-3 days a week, every week. And again, there's a coverage of people, because also with radio, you reach thousands of people. We also have our group of champions going around, whereby we mount our cars with speakers. They go around, especially in market days, and they start talking about the same issues I was talking about. We are also providing things like sanitizers, face masks for the community. But then again, they come with messages like, stop FGM, protect girls, but also let us be aware that we have COVID, that we need to be careful. We have others like wash your hands, keep social distance and all that. So we are not only talking about FGM and child marriage, because what we try to address is the community felt needs. So we are all aware that most of the communities that we are working in, they are from remote areas. If we don't speak about COVID, they will not hear. We also have to care about them, not only by talking about FGM and other things. This is the time they need us, because remember, people have lost jobs. They can't no longer feed their families. A lot is happening. So this is the time that the community really needs us. And we really try to be there to care, because we know they have been part of this journey to help us have a success in our work when it comes to issues of FGM and child marriage in our Alternative Rites of Passage project. And a month ago, again, grade 4 and grade 8 and Form 4s, because they are almost finishing either their primary education or their secondary education. At least those 2 classes have gone back to school, but most of our children are still at home. And I'm not only saying it's only girls who are at risk. Boys are also boys are also facing the same. Now they are moving with cattles. Maasai people are pastoralists. They are moving with cattles to search for greener pastures, and they stay there. Others are getting into other activities like sand harvesting. They are also starting to marry off when they are young and all that. So it's not only a hard year for the girls, but also for the boys. And that's why we are not only saying we are talking to mother and girls, but we are trying to talk to households, to parents, to see what we can do. But the enrollment of both boys and girls, definitely from January, because I believe what we had from the Ministry of Education and the government is that they are going back to school in January, the 4th of January. But I know we'll lose many girls, who have already been married, who have already been circumcised, who are already teen mothers. But we are trying to work with other stakeholders like, gender department, children's department, Ministry of Health, the administration. We are trying, and other like-minded partners, to see really, because all is not lost. I believe there is a lot we can still do, so that we can ensure that the same girls and boys who are in school, they have a chance to go back to school. So it's not going to be easy, but we are not giving up in the fight. We really trying to do what we can to make sure they are all safe. Yeah.
Thank you. Nice. This is quite an impressive story from the ground in Kenya. And I'm really happy to hear that the girls and boys can go back to school the 4th of January after almost 1 year at home. And as you mentioned before, a lot of risks for the girls being married off or getting pregnant. So very dangerous times for these girls, because school is a safe place, as you mentioned. So thank you for this information. And I think it's good that this is a good moment then to talk about a nice place, because I think as we speak, a nice place is needed for the girls, needed to rescue girls. So maybe we show, first of all, our guests a movie which has been made 1 month ago, and we end with a picture of last week. So enjoy and see how far the construction of a nice place is at the moment.
Hello, dear friends. My name is Nice Nailante Lengete, and I work for Amref Health Africa. I'm here on the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro in the heart of Loitoktok, whereby a nice place, leadership academy, and a safe home for girls construction work is happening. I'm really excited to be here because I know this is where girls can be women of their dreams. But I also want you to follow me and see the amazing work that is going on. So come with me and see the great work that is happening in a nice place. So as I told you, I'm so excited about the whole project, and as you can see, that's our entrance building here. We have our consultation room here, we have our offices here, we have our coffee house here, and we have our reception here. Come Eric with me. I need to show you all that. This is the waiting area. The reception is going to be here. There, that's where our coffee house is. We want to make the best coffee. Probably not in Africa, but in Kenya or simply this village, because we don't have coffee shops around there. This is where the office is going to be. For our teachers, we'll be training our girls in the Leadership Academy, but also all the staffs will be seated here. And on the other side behind this, we also have another small office. And this is our dining hall. This is where girls will be eating, or even sometimes it will serve like an entertainment area, because when they are not using it for breakfast or for lunch or for dinner, we can also make it use one things. It can be for entertainment. We know girls, they love singing, they love dancing, so it might be a place for that. Also, that's our kitchen. As you can see, it's quite spacious, it's quite big, the pantry is there. But remember, this kitchen is not just for making food, it's where girls will be trained on other things, really. We have girls who might be interested in hospitality. These are our 2 dormitories with a capacity of 50 each. Remember, we have a capacity of even hosting up to 100 girls. So come with me. That's our entrance for the dormitory. We have dormitories in 2 sides. And this is where our girls will be sleeping. It's quite spacious, enough air. It's a nice place, as I say.
Nice. What do you think when you see this? The picture we see now has been made last week. There is already a roof on top. How do you feel?
I would say it's a lot of mixed reaction for sure. I'm excited about the whole project each and every day. You know, it's very close to my heart, because looking back at my journey, remembering the friends I had, my sister, if we had a nice place like this one, whereby it's a safe haven for girls who are running away from either child marriage or FGM, we would have saved so many hundreds of girls or thousands of girls who will be now out there really working to make the world a better place. But other than that, as I said before, remember a nice place right now, it's here with the situation, especially. I feel like this is the right time that is needed. We need it like now, because with what is happening with COVID, the few centers we have, as I told you, like in the whole county, probably we have one. It's already flooded with different cases, of girls. So that means the girls who we rescue right now, we don't have a place to keep them. And now from early next year, I believe a nice place will be there to ensure that these girls' rights can be protected, and they will have a chance to continue with their education, to be people they want to be in life. Because to me, what is important is not just rescuing them and leaving them, but a nice place is a home whereby it will be taking care of their future. It will be making sure that they have a chance to continue with their education. But how do we also mentor you with other things like career choices and all that? How do we mentor you or nurture the talents different girls have and take it to the next level? So it's not just about talking to you today, training you today. And that's why you see in our curriculum, we will be training girls up to 3 years. It's like a summer school, but you do it in different stages. But above all, also trying to connect back, as I said earlier, with my journey. If I had such a home whereby my friends, my cousin, my sister would have gone to, we will be better. But other than that, I would say that is gone. We can't do anything. But I want to make sure that their children, their sisters have a place they can go. They have a place they will sit together as girls and know, when we're in a nice place, we are safe, we are protected from all these harmful practices. And to me, that is what is important. So the need is there. It's what is needed right now. The urgency is there, and we are there. I'm happy with the progress. It's going on well. Soon we'll be operational, and we will ensure that no girl is, again, not having a home she can run to. And I believe we'll be able to sort that. So in simple terms, I am definitely, and I'm so excited about it. I'm there every time I look at it. I want to open it like now, but we all know with construction work, again, we have to wait until it's done. But so far, the progress where it's like 90%, the work is going on. We have an amazing team from AMREF Netherlands, led by Dirkie, you, Cecile, and many other people who are there to support us. We have people from here in AMREF Kenya. We have people like Eric also who are ensuring that the construction is going on well. So I believe by having all these people around who are supporters, who are part of this community, who also care for these girls, as we all do, I believe it's a matter of time, and we will be there to open, to celebrate, and receive our first cohort of girls. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Nice. Good to hear from you. It's your dream, which comes true. We go over to Eric. Eric is responsible for the construction work of A Nice Place. Please, Eric, tell me about the journey you've been making with us, with AMREF, with NICE, to come to A Nice Place.
We've been asked by AMREF to make the design and coordinate the construction of A Nice Place in Kimana, Kenya. Which we gladly accepted. We're now at the stage of getting close to completion. I'll just brief you a bit on how we approach the design stage of the project, as we're building in Maasai land, and we try to make sure that we respect Maasai culture as much as possible. So that will be next. So the basic shape of the design comes from the way the Maasai usually make their own compound, which is always a round-shaped compound with rondavels or round rooms for father, mother, sons, and yeah, we try to stay close to that without copying round buildings, because that usually makes it hard to construct. Besides that, try to fit a square bed into a round room, and you always have difficulties matching that. When it comes to the construction, we always try to work with local people as much as possible to create local ownership. It has some challenges, but nothing that we run away from. It's also an opportunity to teach them something about construction that they don't know yet. We try to work as sustainable as possible in terms of materialization and in the design. So looking at orientation, sun, wind, and at the same time also see what beauty lies in the vicinity, and in this case that's the Kilimanjaro. So we gave that a special place in the design. This project was also affected by COVID, like everything and everyone else in the world. Luckily we've managed to continue work, although at a lower pace maybe. Through WhatsApp I've been able to keep track of what's going on, leave instructions. So step by step we did progress. By exception, I managed to visit the site once or twice since the first lockdown, and yeah, we're making good progress.
Thank you, Eric, very much. This is very interesting to hear from you. Nanneke, now we go over to you. You are the project manager from Amref Health Africa in the Netherlands. How has it been for you to guidance this project from the Netherlands?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I was recently at a nice place and I saw the work being done, and it was amazing. And I was feeling shivers all over, because I know that the girls will actually be protected in the future. So that, like Nice is saying, girls in the past could not be protected, and in the future they can be protected. So that is, of course, what makes me very happy. Nice Place is about three things. It's about rescuing girls from harmful practices, but it's also about a girls' academy, empowering the girls, giving them leadership skills, skills how to develop a campaign around harmful practices. They will be learning about their personal skills, how they can become a leader for the future, how to deal with issues that go on in your body. So they will get all kinds of skills in that sense. They will also be taught in more practical skills, such as coding or computer development, agricultural, beading, making nice jewelry, things that are really important for the future so that they can earn a living. Because we want to empower the girls, so in the end, they will not be dependent on anybody, but they can make their own choices for their own future and become the woman of their own dreams. So that is our ambition. And for that, we need a center that is able to sustain itself. So we are looking for revenue schemes. How can we make sure that we won't be doing appeals all the time for more funds? We want the center to be become independent and make its own choices. And it is our idea that we are now talking with a seeding company, and we will be developing some areas around a nice place into an agricultural area. And with that, we will be able to create revenues. So that is what we are, that's what we're doing.
Thank you. It's a beautiful goal, I think. And Nanneke, can you say something about what's still needed? Are we already there, or are all funds being raised? Or would you mind to say something about that?
Well, we had, of course, the first phase of a nice place where we made a budget based on the first research we have done, like a feasibility. But now we are moving on to the actual operation, and then you find out many things that are still needed. And so we have made a short presentation. Maybe it's good to go through it, and then we can show you what the needs are. So could you go to the next slide, please? Yeah, so these are the areas, the 5 areas we have identified where we would need some additional funds. The first is fixtures and fittings. Next slide, please. Yeah, so what we would need is a wall around the center that would protect the girls from foreigners or other people to come in, not so much foreigners, but really like people who you don't want to be, that in nice place there are vulnerable girls. So you need to protect them, so you need a wall. We need a road to lead us to the center. Now we have a very bumpy road, and if it's raining, it is very difficult to get in. We would need a car. For now, we have been using the AMREF car, but yeah, Nice Place is going to be an independent entity and needs its own car. We have also decided that we want to become sustainable and want to use sustainable energy sources. So we need solar panels and a geyser for providing of hot water. Yes, next slide, please. Yeah, we are also going to set up a library. Okay, here you see a picture of a big library. It's not going to be this big, but yeah, we need some equipment to put in that library. The next one is the sanatorium. There will be around 100 girls on the campus. So you need to provide some healthcare services. Of course, in Kimana, Kimana is a city which is close by Nice Place. There's a health clinic, but you need to have some first aid response area in the Nice Place area. So that's why we want to set up a very small, but like first respondent where you can get some first care. Yeah. Then we have a kitchen. As you can imagine, if you have 100 girls to cater for, you need quite a lot. And I think that in our first budget, we thought that it would not be so expensive. But now that we are really looking into it and getting all the prices of what we need, you can see that we still need quite some support in this. And yeah, so that is for the kitchen. Then we have another one for electronics. We have decided that we want to make sure that we have around 100 laptops available. So for every girl to be available to go online, to have internet and to develop themselves. So it's, of course, the laptop will remain in the center. It's not for each girl to have for the rest of their lives. It is, but it will give them access to to empower themselves. So yeah, so we are working on that. Of course, there's then we have the admin sources, and it's always a little bit boring, but we really need it. That's the internet connection, and we need to get onto the grid. It's Nice Place is at a very rural, remote location. And so it needs to be connected to the energy. And that's what is actually quite an expensive undertaking. So yeah, that is the Kenya power supply. We would be really grateful if you would help to make a Nice Place a dream come true. So I hope you are willing and to support us even further in our journey.
Thank you all so much for your time. Hopefully this was interesting to you. We've given you information about the progress the project is making. And Nice, would you like to say something else?
Yeah, for me, definitely is to thank everyone who has been part of this journey. As Naneki has already presented there, yes, a lot of work, and we do appreciate every supporter we had in our first phase. Really a Nice Place is becoming a reality right now because of the support different people has been giving out. But there's still a lot to be done, and we are hopefully we will get there. As I said, there's a lot of urgency right now with what is happening. We need to ensure that very soon we can host these girls who are running away either from FGM and child marriage, but morely for the other girls, we'll continue empowering them because they are the leaders of tomorrow. So thank you everyone for your time, for your continued support, and I'm sure we will continue briefing you, giving you, stories of what is happening in A Nice Place. And yeah, thank you for being part of this community again.
We will definitely do that, Nice. And please, if you want to support Nice in her dream, you've seen my contact details. Please send me an email or a text SMS. Even during Christmas, I will pick up my phone and I will talk to you. Because we really need some more funding. And it would be great if you or your neighbor or your friend or whoever has maybe a dream and wants to add something to Nice's dream, then please contact me because we need it still. And we wish you beautiful days, and hopefully A Nice Place will open her doors in springtime soon. And then we will send you an update again about the beautiful project, A Nice Place. Thank you for your time. Nanneke, Nice, Eric, thank you all for being here. And see you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.